Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in last week's video we talked about the law of attraction and having a fear of cancer. So if you haven't seen that video, then pop over and take a look at that as well. So this is a two-part series to help you if you have feelings, worries about getting cancer. Okay, this was a tricky series for me to make personally because we've experienced cancer in our own family, and I think when you have experienced cancer at that close level, it is quite natural to get those feelings, you know, what if it happens to me? So we know with law of attraction that what we focus on we attract into our life. So in the last video I shared some tips to help you shift your focus. However, I know for some people, and it's something that I went through, that fear becomes so big that it's not just a case of, you know, shifting your thoughts and things like that. So I wanted to share an EFT video with you today to really help to just release those negative feelings as much as we possibly can. So what I want you to do is take out a sheet of paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, and on that sheet of paper I want you to draw a line, and at one end I want you to write -10 and at the other end +10, and then somewhere in the middle just do a 0. So I want you to really connect with that feeling that you get when you're worrying about cancer, and I want you to make a mark somewhere on that line. So -10 is, this really stresses me out, I'm really anxious about this, I'm really worried about it, it's starting to make me feel poorly just by thinking about it and things like that. So that would be a -10 on the scale. 0 would be, doesn't really bother me at all, and then we'll come to the plus side of the scale in just a few moments. Okay, so mark where you are at the moment and then let's get started. Okay, so let's put your hands in the heart healing position, and what I want you to do is take 3 nice deep breaths in and out, and when you've done your breath out I want you to say the words, releasing this fear that I have of cancer. Okay, or you can just use your own words, whatever words feel right for you. Okay, so follow along with me. Releasing this fear that I have of having cancer or getting cancer. Releasing any fears that I have around the subject of cancer. Releasing any fears, any worries, any anxiety that I have connected with cancer. Move up to the top of the head. Just really take your time with this. This is such an emotional subject, so really do take your time with this. Releasing any fear. Releasing this fear. Releasing all this anxiety. Releasing all these emotions that I have connected with cancer. All the sadness. All the fear. all the worry, this feeling, this terrible feeling that I get. What if it happens to me? I let this feeling go now. Let it go. I know that worrying about these things is not going to make any difference. So I choose to let this feeling go now. Release all of these negative emotions. Release them and let them go. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Now, what I want you to do is ideally pause this video now, and using your scale that you did right at the beginning, when you've done 2 rounds, I want you to carry on. I don't want you to stop here. I want you to carry on and basically just say whatever is in your head, whatever your fears are. If it's connected with someone in particular, use that person's name. You can say, all this fear that I have, that the same thing that happened to, and say the person's name, might happen to me. So just talk the whole thing out. And, you know, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You know, do 5 rounds, do 10 rounds, until you start to feel calmer. So after each 2 or 3 rounds, okay, so what I've just done with you is a round, what I call an EFT round. After each 2 or 3 rounds, check in on the scale and see if that number has moved closer to 0. Once you get to the area where you're around about 0, where you just think, actually, you know, this isn't bothering me so much now, I'm feeling quite calm about the whole thing now, then what we want to do is move on and start tapping in something more positive. Okay, so this is going to help you focus on the emotions that you want, the things that you want. Okay, so join in with me. So we would be back in the heart healing position, finishing off from the first round. And you just take another nice deep breath in and out, and we're going to start saying things that we want. So I choose now to focus on being healthy, strong and well. Nice deep breath in and out. I'm focusing now on being healthy, strong, well and loving my life. I'm focusing on being healthy, strong, well and absolutely loving my life. I'm tapping to bring more and more health, positive energy, positive thoughts, positive feelings into my life. Better health, wonderful health, being healthy, being strong, living a long and healthy life, being in tune with my body, loving my body, supporting my body, being healthy, being strong, feeling wonderful, living a very long and happy, healthy life. living a long, happy and healthy life. Okay, so when you start doing these positive statements as you're tapping, you will find yourself moving up the scale towards the +10. So the more that you do this, the easier you will find it to move up that scale and have that positive energy, so that you can focus your energy on being healthy, living a wonderful life and being really happy, and just let those negative emotions go. Okay, so as I said, take your time with this whole process. You know, it might be a really painful subject for you, so just give yourself the time. And if you find that it gets too much for you, just take a break and then move back on again. Okay, so nice and calm, nice and steady, lots of nice deep breathing in between. If you want to, just do a really deep breath in between each different point and just slow things right down. Okay, so I really hope that these 2 videos have been helpful for you. I really hope that you don't need them, but if you do, if you've watched these, and I hope that you found them helpful, because I know that feeling, and using these techniques has really helped me. So I would love to hear from you, and either leave me a comment or you're welcome to get in touch with me privately. I will leave my email address below if you'd like to get in touch with me privately. Okay, love and best wishes. Bye.